Hello guys and welcome to a new video. Today I will fly from Singapore Airport to Istanbul with Turkish Airlines in their flagship 777-300 ER. Flight is about 10 hours long, and yeah, let's find out how the flight will be right after the intro. So I arrived pretty much 3 hours before departure in Terminal 1 for the Turkish Airlines check-in, and I was so relieved that the line was so short. I was third in line when it opened, and as I'm European and the airports in Europe nowadays have missing stuff, so and lines take like really long, it was really no problem for me to stand in this line. Look at this, isn't this view amazing? This is the reason why I love Singapore Airport a lot, and it's also the reason why it's the best airport in the world. It has free cinemas, free swimming pool, and a lot of these terraces, and it's so unfortunate that I only have 1.5 hours between passport control and boarding the aircraft. I've been here a lot of times, so I don't miss anything, but still, I think at this airport to see everything and enjoy the maximum, I have to have at least 5 hours. Look at this terrace. Isn't this just great? I'm just a little bit sad because I wasn't here since 2.5 years now. Before the pandemic I was here last, and she used to be a bar, but it's gone, and that makes me kind of sad. In my opinion, Terminal 3 is the best, even though I've never been to Terminal 4, so I will exclude that now, but from pictures I saw also that terminal is great. But the only terminal that I kinda don't like that much is Terminal 2, as the roof is like so low and it's really thin to go through that pier, so yeah. But Terminal 3 is a great terminal, and Terminal 1 as well. Moreover, I'm a person who likes to walk around airports and see as much as possible. I'm not sitting in the gate area, no, I'm just walking around and exploring the airport. So write in the comments, do you also do something like that, or is it something what I'm doing? In Singapore, the security check is in front of your gate. No, it's not. When you enter the terminal, it's like kind of the part of the gate, and that's our 777, which will take us to Istanbul. I'm excited, but I'm also quite sleepy as it's already 11 o'clock p.m. This was an insane departure. I always like that if it's quiet and it's already midnight, because we departed at 0:30 Singapore time. Everybody was already sleeping, but I had this nice views and I really enjoyed that. So yeah, and now the service already started quite fast, as the crew wanted everyone to sleep as fast as possible. Turkish Airlines handed out these menu cards, and I have to say the menu looked pretty good. As for the late dinner, oysters, chicken with oyster sauce or penne pasta, and before landing, just normal pancakes. And here are the beverages. I like it a lot if airlines still make these menu cards. The food came pretty fast, like 30 minutes after departure, and here it is, my chicken with oyster sauce. I have to say it didn't look really wonderful or special, but tasted good, especially the rice, and it was filling. And anyway, I wanted to sleep quite fast, so this was a good dinner. And this was the highlight of the meal. I mean, everything was good, but to get this kind of chicken salad is really unusual, and that was like the most special thing, and it was so good. On the right we have hummus, and on the left is the lemon cake. It was so good, just fluffy and tasty. I would say that this meal was really good, better than I thought from Turkish Airlines, but of course, guys, note this. From the base, like Turkish Airlines from Istanbul, the catering will be so different than from Singapore or other cities. It's always, you cannot compare that, because you always have to take the food from their base as the example, because what the other cities doing, they don't have the real influence on that. So yeah, and Singapore maybe did it even better than Istanbul could do, so good for me. The screen was kinda old. This is my remote for this entertainment system. Leg room was quite normal, nothing to complain about. That's compartment and even footrests, but I actually don't know why I should use them because it basically even makes my space smaller. On the left, plug in your earphones. Here on the right, USB plug and charger. Here on the right, you can adjust your seat, recline it. I got really sleepy after 1 hour, 1 hour 15 flight time. So, see you when I'm awake again. After having 5 hours sleep, I felt awake and I realized I was already over the Gulf, and that's always something sad when I leave Asia. It goes so fast, it's just so fast. Suddenly you're already through Indian Ocean, over India, Dubai, and then already entering Europe. But what to do? Let's take a look at the toilets. Guys, this is the proof. Just because you're flying big plane doesn't mean that the toilet has to be huge. It was really small, even smaller than some narrow bodies. But what to do? Here we have some conditioner and hand sanitizer. The faucet was the standard one, as it's almost everywhere in planes. Now let me tell you how I booked this flight. It's a one-way ticket. As you know, I'm taking a trip around the world, and I did everything. I booked everything with one-way tickets. So was this Turkish Airlines one-way from Singapore to Hamburg, my hometown. I booked on the Turkish Airlines homepage. It costed around 800 euros per person, which is for nowadays a fair price. To be honest, this should be the price for a round trip, but that was before pandemic. I mean, the airlines aren't stupid. They know everybody wants to travel now, so they also increase the price. Directly after departure, the crew handed out these Amenity kits, but I was too lazy to open it at first. So let's check it out now. Quite big. Here we have slippers. Next up are the socks with an anti-slip surface, which is really helpful. I still wear them at home. Then we have face mask, toothpaste and earplugs, as well as a conditioner cream. 1.5 hours before arrival, the crew woke everybody up to serve the breakfast. After waiting 8 hours patient, I was really happy to finally get my pancakes. I really waited for them. I love pancakes, and these were really good. On flights, they mostly serve omelette or bread for breakfast, but pancakes also sometimes, but not that often. So I was really happy to get them this time. On the left, we have like a strawberry sauce, and on the right a vanilla sauce that was perfect. In the middle, a pancake, so so you could kind of mix it. As side dishes, we had one bread, the left some fresh fruits, and on the right some cheese with a grape, which was kind of like the cheese plate, I guess. Before landing, I quickly filmed the entertainment system, which I really like in Turkish Airlines, but the stupid remote wasn't working, so I only could use it with some disadvantages, but it was still kind of fine because the main control was at least on the side looking out, so I could do it somehow. Turkish Airlines, of course, has a really up-to-date entertainment system with a lot of movies and TV series and more. They also provide the big news channels such as BBC, CNN, CNBC, and here you can really see the live version of those channels. And if you're really tired and don't want to get disturbed, you can easily tell the crew by pushing this button, do not disturb, and then the crew won't bother you at any time. So, how did I ending up liking this flight? As I said, there was never a year I flew that often with Turkish Airlines, but I think I'm not the only person like that. They're really building up their hub, and they're the cheapest airlines for traveling nowadays. And I'm like kinda bored with flying Turkish Airlines. I'm always happy right now if I don't fly them, but I know it's totally solid airline, so not like, but I wasn't expecting something like Singapore Airlines because I know from the other flights they're totally solid, but also not as good as they're promoting themselves. So here's my conclusion. For positive, they have that the seat was definitely got leg room, it was comfortable, easy to sleep, and also being like after sleeping, getting up good without any things that got cramped or anything like that. The food was really good, like really good. But the pancakes were a bit like too dry, but it doesn't matter, the food wasn't a problem on this flight. And then the entertainment system is definitely one of world's best. And for negative, we have that I didn't really like the crew. I mean, they didn't do anything wrong or bad, but they just did their job because they have to. Like, they did it minimum. Then I didn't like, of course, the problem with my remote. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. It only takes you a second and helps me a lot to make new videos. You can also follow me on Instagram for some exclusive material I will only show there. And then thanks for watching. See you again in 2 weeks.